I'm Big D,
I'm Aaron.
and together we are Unbox 'em all dynamic duo. Pew, 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 pew. So as you can see, Mini Mini is in game mode. If you want to follow him on PS5, he is Big D Guerrero
That's my phone I use.
2375 at Fortnite. On Xbox, it's Mando D5253. And then on the Switch, it's
Big Big Dad 75.
Big Dad 75. And then we also have our Twitch channel, which is
Wait.
We have Twitch.
Wait, no, it's GD
Love Wins. It's GEEDEE Love Wins. So welcome to a new series that I'm going to start. It's called Real Talk Sundays. And what I want to use this for is our platform's growing, and I want to be able to really talk to my fellow parents, my fellow enthusiasts, people that are new to the hobby. Hopefully, at a point, get to the point where we have experienced hobby enthusiasts on the channel, and just kind of talk about the state of the union. And you know, you guys all met me pretty much through the Clover video where Mini Mini became the Pikachu kid. He pulled a gold. Was it a golden Pikachu or SAR Pikachu? That was when before it dropped. Yeah, it was before it dropped, and it was on a random act of kindness pack that the Clover brothers blessed him with. Because I went up to him and I humbly said, "Look, I'm a dad on a budget, man. I'm trying to do this binder challenge, which is behind me. I have $1 for every vendor, and we could fill up the binder. And I made a conscious decision that day that I was going to splurge the extra money I had for the VIP passes, so he would be able to get in early and be able to interact and meet some of his content creator people that he wanted to meet, and not really focus on buying the shiny cards. And I was hoping, and my expectations were not only exceeded, but they were smashed, that the vendors would be willing to help a dad on a budget try to make a core memory with the son. And my son pulled that Pikachu, sold it back to Clover. And the funny thing is, I saw a video later on in the year where they actually sold it before the end of that day. But that started my son's vending business. That started his whole, Dad, I want to be a content creator like Pat and like Ian and a whole list of people we've actually met in the last 8 months that we've been on this journey. No, actually, 9 months now. And what I'll be very blunt, man. Like, I'm a single dad, co-parenting to the best of my ability, and learning to meet my son right where he's at. He is in the height of the Pokemon craze, and he is all in. The funny thing is, I'm the one that is putting together the master binder sets. I'm the one that's like, I've picked up this passion of sorting through bulk, and he wants one card and one card only. Huh? What card do you want? And he wants to parlay that into a PSA 10, which currently I think is at 30. Just one card. That's all he wants. 40,000. One card. That's all he wants. So we've set up this vending business. A lot of you guys know us, Unbox 'em all dynamic duo. Huge shout out to the San Diego area. That's where we found a lot of family love. And the reason I'm doing this episode is, one, to introduce myself. Of course, you guys all know the Pikachu kid, aka Mini Mini. And just to let you know that moving forward, every week I'm going to be getting on here. We're going to talk about the state of the hobby, things that are going on, big drops that are coming, and just trying to, I follow a lot of PokeTubers, right? Because, I literally, what did I do with the book? We've gone to stores and I bought these books that are made for kids, but I'm reading these books because, like, I want to know how to pronounce the Pokemon names. I'm learning how to play the TCG. We're playing Pokemon Go. Like, the one thing.
I captured a Magikarp today.
You catch a Magikarp today, buddy?
Easy kill.
Easy elimination. But the one thing that they don't tell you about when you start a Pokemon, not only is it expensive in today's market, but it is all consuming. Like, this is our room/studio. As you can see, we got Pokemon posters. Mad shout out to my boy Shane at Slim Rips. We have a wall of some. Well, I actually sold 3/4 of my Funko collection to start funding this Pokemon venture. We have sealed product that we're starting to display. We got Funkos that are of our favorite Pokemon. We got the infamous $1 binder back there. We have, well, you can see it on the floor. There's Pokemon plushies all over the floor that go on the bed when we make the bed. My roommate calls me the man child. But the way I see it is like we all have one childhood. And, I grew up a single mom until my stepdad came into my life, and he was the best stepdad in the world. And my mom did the best to raise me, give me good morals, good ethics. And I chose to do bad when I got older all on my own. And through a series of events, I feel like I've been given several second chances. And I am trying to put more good into the world than I took out of it when I was younger. And through this, my son has become uh, my guiding light, my North Star.
He's
You know,
crazy
all
at Fortnite.
all my children have been the reason that I've chosen to be a bigger and better person. But my mini mini has been the catalyst to the biggest change in my life. And through that, I've become a gamer. Fortnite. Uh, I've
From
gotten.
the beginning, he's way better.
I'm way better. And we've started this Pokemon obsession.
If you can tell.
That
Shout out to Drag Up Coffee.
Yeah, Drag Up Coffee.
Unofficial sponsor.
Hashtag not sponsored, but unofficial. But like this is our desk.
I like that.
Like we got Scarlet Violet was the first. This is called a booster box, right?
Yeah.
First booster box I ever bought online. I thought I was gonna get. I had panic attack. Thought it was gonna be a fake one. We did the rip test for those new enthusiasts, and I keep these cards because every time I do a video, I'm gonna do it. Now, obviously, this card you could tell is a fake just by the cut on it, the fact that it's all glossy. But I literally had a whole binder full of EXs that I put together because my original mission was to collect every EX, GX, VX, VMAX that was ever made because I just liked the way they look.
So they're all fake.
90% of the collection was fake. But here's the kicker. I got them all from him. And when I told him about it, because we did a whole video about it, if you check back in the earlier videos, it's like I got them all from him. And he's like, Dad, that was my early phases. I didn't know about the fake cards. But for you new enthusiasts, first hint is you can tell by look at the gleam. Okay, this is a gleam. Hold on, let me get an authentic card. Okay, both of these are common cards. Look at the difference in the cards. Yeah, it's right away you can see there's kind of a texture on the card, and this card doesn't have the texture. But the real test is when you rip it.
Which, if it's like a card,
It should cool, it should have a black mark right there. And realistically, is if you pull this, you could see that it's a sticker. Mini Mini does it really well. He knows exactly how to rip it, but like you could see,
I could tell by just looking.
There's no black mark. So that's my PSA, especially for my parents are out there. A public service announcement. So especially for my parents, when in doubt, check it out.
Buy anything from swap meets. Buy it from.
Well, sometimes swap meets you find it authentic.
I actually got a good deal on a Paul Day and Fates ETV.
So that's to me, that's my PSA. But the reason I'm doing this particular series is every week I'm going to check in. Like right now, the height of the Pokemon craze is like crazy. They just dropped the Mega Evolutions artwork.
Wait, they did?
Yes, they. You see people stabbing each other in the bay for packs because they're in line at I think it was at Walmart or Target. It's gotten to the point where, I've shared a few times being a dad on a budget. I maxed out some credit cards to get this start going. I sold almost all my Funko collection because I knew I'd be moving into a bedroom and storage. And I knew Mini Mini really wanted to get this business going. Like when your 10-year-old, well, actually, it was 9 at the time. When your 9-year-old says, "Dad, I want to be a content creator and I want to collect Pokemon." Like who?
Fulton. You remember the guy
Oh, Fulton. And I said, okay. Like to me, my dream, my mission in life is to make sure that my sons and my daughters missions and goals are what they achieve. Like the biggest thing I could ever choose to be in life. Like when I was a kid, I wanted to be a lawyer, the first Mexican president, a cartoonist, a WWF super heavyweight star, and it's all said and gone. Like all I want to do nowadays, and if someone has any pointers on how to make sure there's light on my glasses, because I can't see without them, like I do this, everything's fuzzy. So I apologize. I'm still learning. Like I'm trying to put things together. I'm learning on the fly, and I'm just being raw and vulnerable with you guys to just be 100%. Like I want everything. Uh, I want everything to work out for my son. I want him to be able to achieve his dreams. And I want all my children to know that no matter what, keep chasing your dreams. Like I have a teenage daughter who just finished high school right now. And I telling her like, look, if you're happy making $30,000 a year and you can live on that budget, then do whatever you got to do to make $30,000 a year legally. Uh, if you want to do some funner things in life that cost more money, then you have to make sure that you can afford it. Like don't go in debt. Don't live beyond your means. Even though as I sit in a room full of Pokemon paraphernalia, I am literally living on the edge of my means because I believe that this is going to happen for my son, and I want to be there, a part of the ride to relive my childhood. Like, I want to. I love. Like, I get more excited when we rip packs when he pulls something shiny, and he is so business orientated. He's like, "Dad, that's a good card, but it's XYZ." Like, it's not about the money, but my son sees the bigger picture in the business. I see the joy in his face when he pulls that card. And for me, every card that's shiny is that card. And what I love about this community and what I want to talk about today is the friendships that I've made in this community. You know, I've been lucky enough to meet someone that I admire, Pat Flynn, Deep Pocket Monster, and yes, we are supporting Card Party 3 West, and we've committed to be at both card parties next year. We might even bend. Like I'm stepping out in faith. Like my goal. We have one goal this year to hit. We've been doing a lot of small shows, pretty much almost every other week. And mad shout out to the coin toss. Mad shout out to Lucky and TCG. Mad shout out to I'm gonna screw his name up. He works with us. I call him the Fueco Kid, but it's actually Fuecoco, the Fuecoco Kid, aka Leo, Rips and Hits, just to name a few other vendors. We got invited to be some other shows. Like we are getting blessed in this community with friendships that are turning into bonds. And the one thing that I'm practicing every single day, and I got it from Clover. I asked him, hey, can you give me some advice? Like I'm a dad on a budget. Um, I'm trying to help my son achieve his dreams. And if you watch any of the Clover videos, they're buying out whole stands, whole stores, quarter million drops. And he's like, bro, we didn't start out this way. Every day, just try to get 1% better than you were yesterday. And that's what I'm doing, man. Like that's what this is about. Like I'm gonna do this series every Sunday, and talking about the 1% that we did this week to get better. And the one thing I want to talk about, and many kind of gut checked me with it, because we we started gaining popularity when they dropped the Pikachu video, and we did a road to 1K giveaway. But life showed up. We got shut down on TikTok or not TikTok, on YouTube for a minute because another tip for my YouTube creators: if you have a young child under the age of 13, they are not allowed to live stream without an adult present in screen. I literally was offside cutting boxes open to do our old series called Mail Call Mondays, and many yeah, RIP Mail Call Mondays. Hey, and you know what the funny thing about that, and I'm going to go on a tangent, is that Pat always talks about, and I'm going to talk about the people that inspire me. And Pat's one of the biggest people on here, in the YouTube universe, that and the Pokeverse, that really make me feel like they see the bigger picture. It's not just about the money. It's not just about the rips. Like I literally cried on his last attempt to do, was it Team Rocket? Yes. And he was one card away. And he's like, I can't do that set for a while. And I get it. Like I get the struggle, but I share all that because we will, buddy. But the reason I share that, one thing that he always talks about in his videos, whether it's his personal channel, his business channel, or his YouTube channel, or his Poke channel, talks about you got to get the reps in. So we were trying Mail Call Monday because at the time we were getting a lot of packages in the mail, and I thought it was a cool way, but it just, it didn't work, or I wasn't packaging it correctly, or I wasn't telling the right story. So instead of focusing on something that isn't uh, what the community wants, we're going to focus on things that we see people gravitating to, the package openings, as far as the product, adventures of us doing things together, and just being a part of the community. And the one thing I was talking about was the friendships. Like, I have to give a huge shout out to uh, my buddy Shane at Slim Rips, my buddy Eric, at Rip and Hits, Ian with Ian. Um, I have to say those are probably the three most influential people and their family in my life right now as a father, and even Pat too. I would love to build a really personal relationship with Pat because he has so much knowledge and so much expertise. But if and when the universe deems that to be something for me, then uh, it will naturally evolve. And the other thing is, there's a couple of people that I started following through Pat because they come up on, oh, you might like this video. Danny Phantom, uh, 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 Dr. Applesauce 2, which I got to meet at Collecticon.
You did?
Yeah, you met him too. We did.
I thought you met Opossum.
No, I met Opossum too. He was there. He said hi. He was actually talking. He was hanging out with Gonzo.
I wanted to see
All these guys, and the cool thing about it is, everybody, knock on wood, is as real. There's no persona. It's who they are on their videos. It's who they are in person, and that's what I'm really grateful for, because I've been in a lot of different industries where people had a persona, and I don't have time for that. Like, as a dad, as someone who's trying to better himself, as someone who's working every day to be a better version of himself, if I have to keep up a persona, I just don't have time for it. And the one thing I'm grateful for, like I was saying, Shane, Eric, Ian, Gonzo, uh, Bikini Gatrini, Bikini Gatrini. There's a couple. I see like, I'm terrible with names. I could be in a room with thousands of people and I can't remember your name, but I'll remember your face. And there's like 5 or 10 people that are in my head right now that I can't remember your names, and I'm sorry. There's a guy who I vended with the last couple of times. Really, Noah.
Not Noah. I mean the one that's bald.
Yes.
Oh, that's
I want to say his name's Sal, but it's not Sal.
It's not Sal. That's
But this guy, he's a lawyer, right? So I'm telling the story. He's a lawyer. I'm so sorry I can't remember your name. As funny as I know I'm going to remember as soon as I end this video, but he's a lawyer, and all he carries is grails, holy grails. And one day he was asking me, "Hey, you got anything I can purchase?" And I'm like, "Bro, I don't have anything on your level." And he's like, "Don't give up, man. It happens one card at a time." Like, that little piece of advice, because as a dad, you feel like a failure because you can't buy or you can't acquire all the product that your son wants to get so we can vend it, or the holy grail. Like, I wish, don't get me wrong, my son has a work ethic. He has more integrity than I could ever wish for, and I'm so grateful for that. Like, he'll check my integrity at times. Um, but as a dad, I just want to rip off $3,000 to get him his card and surprise him for his birthday or at card party. And I've even reached out to other vendors to, like, see what the current market is, and, like, realistically right now it's nowhere near my budget at all. But I wish I could just, hey, here we go, here's the cash. But we have other responsibilities, and I want my son to understand that as much as this is something that we both love, we have to be responsible. And I'm not going to get on the FOMO hype. I'm not going to get, putting myself in a bigger deficit than I already have. Like, we have product, we got singles, and by the 3 people I was talking about, Ian, well, actually 4, Gonzo, Ian, Shane, and Eric, have all instilled in different parts of this journey over the last 8 months things that were integral for me to continue. Like there's been times I wanted to give up because I couldn't get product. I was standing in line for 6 to 12 hours at some points trying to get anything. And the kicker is there's people who are camping overnight, they're bringing their whole families, and that's cool. Like if I could do that, I would. And they're buying everything out because it's one item per person or two items per person. And, for whatever reason, the universe, and I would be happy just getting a pack, even if we're vending, because a pack guarantees that me and my son have something to rip and potentially either finish a master set, uh, get help someone finish their master set, pull some heat, make a core memory. But I've been really lucky lately with people out in the wild all over the United States finding merchandise for us and shipping it to us. That's how Mail Call Monday came about. Well, when we were starting, and here goes back to the story. Sorry, squirrel. We got a real big boost when Mini Mini pulled the Pikachu, and Clover posted the video, and we exploded. And we were like, we literally got to 500 almost overnight. It seemed like every night we were getting 100, 100, 100. And we did a road to 1K video challenge, and we were doing uh, a pack for the third place, 151.10,
There was figures.
151.10 for the second place, and for the grand prize, you were going to get a Shrouded Fable ETB, which I believe is still a set slept on. And Mini Mini stepping into the
30. You remember you said the first place will get a small 3D print. Second place will get like a medium 3D print, and then the fourth place will get like a custom big 3D print.
Well, unfortunately, our 3D printer right now is out of service, so we will work something out at a later date. Prices are subject to change, which is kind of where we're at the moment. But I do have some figurines that we already have printed that I will offer I will offer each prize winner. They're going to be our medium sized ones. We have 4 characters that you can choose from. So we were talking the other day. Careful. No, but you keep stepping on it. Like I said, Pokemon's everywhere. Like, you don't have to apologize, buddy. So you want to be on camera or no?
Sure.
And you see, Pokemon's everywhere. The book, like, and the funny thing is, these are made for children, and I'm sitting there studying like I'm studying for a high school or a college final, an essay. But I was talking about the road to 1K on our last video, and Mini Mini after the video was like, "Dad, you've been promising for weeks." So my goal this week, let me tell you guys, Real Talk Sundays, right? This week, one car lost its AC, and we live in Southern California, and it's been rolling 120 every day. I was driving my van, Betsy, and my tire blew out. So we were without a car for about 48 hours. I went to the service shop. They can't get my one car in until 10 days, and I luckily had AAA, so I was able to get my van fixed, and we're rolling with AC. That's the kind of week I've had. Uh, got an email regarding potential uh, uh, displacement slash layoff letters because of our new mayor with the city of LA. Like it's just been a roller coaster week. I had plans for me and Minnie this week because it's my weekend with him, and all we've been doing is I was locked in a bathroom for almost 12 hours trying to fix some plumbing. Mad shout out to my boy Jimmy and my neighbor Daniel, and he was patient. Then yesterday everything went haywire with the car, so today we're literally sitting in the AC house. He's picking his nose, playing video games, and once his Switch charges, we're going to be going on a Fortnite marathon session, and we'll go on our Twitch channel. But yeah, the other day after our live, Mini Mini checked me once again. His integrity was like, "Dad, you've been talking about this road to 1K giveaway, and we still haven't done it." So one of my top things this morning after we ran some errands was I went back to that video. So it's literally called Road to 1K. If you go to that video, well, by the time this video posts, it'll already be passed. But I put an announcement. If you go to the video, you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, set alerts, and you comment on it. Monday morning, I will look one last time. Actually, I'll go all the way till we do our live. And whoever comments, I have the first 7, the people that have already done it. But anybody after that 7,
Wait, was it commented or subscribed?
you have to comment, you have to comment on the video, you have to subscribe to the channel, set alerts, and you have to comment your favorite Pokemon on top of it. Oh, he needs to comment, and so we set this all up, and I went today and I got the people who've actually commented on it. So look, I already pulled the prizes aside. So unfortunately, the only card stacks that we have for giveaway right now, well, it's not unfortunate. Surging Sparks, which is a good pack. And instead of giving a 151 tin, we got upgraded to a 10. So instead of getting 2 packs, you get, was it 5 in this? 5 packs. And like I said, I still think it's slept on, the Shroud of Fable ETB. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to rip them on the stream, and we will mail them out to everybody. Of course, cover all shipping. And we are true to our word, man. We just sent something out all the way to China. Mad shout out to Weehoo. And I kind of walked all the way around, but talking about family and friends and pouring into my cup. Eric, Shane, Gonzo, Ian, and even Pat in his own way by his continuous posting and sharing his journey. Like, I'm a dad on a budget who's just trying to help my son finish, or not finish, but live his dream, his best life. His best life right now at 10 years old is he wants to be like, what's that guy's name? Bolton. He wants to be like Pat and be a PokeTuber and a YouTuber, and he wants to travel the world and share his experience. And as a dad, I want to be able to be there with him every step of the way, and watch his journey and blossom. I watch his journey blossom and just love him right where he's at. So every week we're gonna do Real Talk Sundays, where we talk about the state of the union, what's going on in the hobby, what we've done. This coming week, we have on July 18th, the, how do you say his name again? Oh, hold on, I got a flyer.
Coco Kid?
The Fuecoco Kid. The Fuecoco Kid, or, well, actually, his name is on YouTube. It is Fuecoco Hits, and the Pokey Pack Reaper are hosting their second personal trade night, and it's real intimate. There's limited vendors, there's food, and it's going to be really fun. This Sunday, which will already be gone by the time this video is up, we're doing the Cards and Coffee Volume 2, and we got invited back to Volume 3. And then on the 17th, which is next Thursday, we are going to be at Rips and Hits, not Rips and Hits, I'm sorry, Slim Rips at Emo Brown's Trade Night. It is a banger of a night. So we got 3 trade nights coming up this week. Pretty excited about it. So if you watched this video all the way to the 29th minute, man, thank you. I'm just a dad who's trying to tell his story, who's trying to be the best he can be for his son. I know it may not seem like much to you, but if you like and follow and subscribe to our channel, every little bit helps. I can promise you that this channel will always be about positivity. It'll always be about helping the fellow person out, and it'll always be about randomly doing random acts of kindness all around the world. So in a world where you can be anything, be kind. It's priceless, it's free, and I promise you, a random act of kindness will change the world. Until next time, I'm Big D, and together we are Unbox 'em All Dynamic Duo. See you next Sunday.